guys, welcome back to another episode of R&Dgarage. I want to welcome all my new subscribers. Thank you guys so much for subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing my videos. And of course, for everybody who's been there since the beginning, I appreciate you so much. Thank you for following along on my car journey. Well, today we are working on Blueberry again, my 1998 Supersonic Blue Acura Integra GSR. And today we are going to be basically pulling off the clutch, the flywheel, the pressure plate, a little bit of everything. So it's probably not going to be too long of a video, but it's for those times where you don't want to watch like a 25-minute video just to figure out how to pull off the clutch. So I hope this helps, and let's get started. Okay, so we're going to start off by basically pulling off the clutch disc and pressure plate. And what that entails is pulling off all these bolts. Now these are 12.10mm bolts, and there are 6 of them, and it's almost like a clock. They're evenly spaced out. So I'm going to grab this and I'm going to take this off. And now be careful when all the bolts are off, because the clutch disc inside, it could fall. So I'm going to have a helper here basically holding on to this while I pull off all the bolts, and then I'm going to try and evenly pull this off so that nothing falls. And, well, we all know my track record, but I'm going to really try hard this time. Okay, let's get started. And make sure this is in reverse, and it is. So. Okay, so basically that's how long these guys are. And of course it's a little squishy. Come on, guy. There we go. Thank you. Very little room. Okay. Oh, my. There we go. And again, I forgot my stool at home, so we're using tires today. There we are. Okay, and thank goodness I have a helper right now. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. Okay, so now I'm going to try to pull this off. And hopefully, oh yeah, I got it. Okay, I think I have, does it look like I have my hand behind there? Oh, you know what? Oh, that's right. Okay, so it's binding up on this little point on the other side, so I have to, there we go. Okay, perfect, I didn't drop it. Okay, first half is done. Let's move on. So the reason why I'm pulling off the clutch today, I should have given you guys a little explanation. When we bought the car, they told us that, or the kid told us that he had had the clutch replaced. And it is a nice flywheel, light flywheel clutch by Exedy, which, you know, is awesome. But again, keeping in, you know, usual with the car, whoever he paid to have it done, or if a friend helped him, it just wasn't done correctly. And unfortunately, you can see the flywheel itself has some hot spots. And the pilot bushing here, you can't hear it, but when you stick your finger in it and turn, you can feel little clicks, and that is not a good thing. So we're gonna go ahead and remove this now. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12.17mm bolts. And it's super important you use an impact on these, because this could, I guess, turn over the engine. It sounds kind of weird, but it's just use an impact. I know you guys got one. Okay, let's get started. I'm gonna have my buddy here help hold it just so it doesn't fall, but chances are once all the bolts are off, I'm gonna have to give it a good yank anyway. So let's get started. And again, it's in reverse. And so that is what these bolts look like. Oh, shit. I'm just all with the swear words today. Sorry, guys. Oh, jeez. Sorry, babe. I didn't want to hit your hand. There we go. Okay. Putting these guys down. And I got it, babe. Cool. There we go. Flywheel. Okay. We're going to inspect this and then we're going to move on. Okay, so with all that pulled off, now I'm taking a look at what we have here. And what we have is not good. You do not want oil or filth clogging up your clutch. And, you know, Blueberry has so many freaking oil leaks and all that kind of stuff that, you know, we already pulled the tranny. We saw leaks there. So, I mean, it's kind of natural that we found a lot of oil, or it's not surprising. And it looks like they did a seal at some point, but we're going to replace that as well. So literally the first thing I'm going to do now is just clean all the filth, all the oil, try to get it as immaculate as possible. And then, yeah, figure out what kind of clutch we want to run. So we have some ideas in the back of our heads. We're making notes. We're doing research. I don't know if we'll go with the same one they had in here, but it should be something maybe close to OEM. So we'll see. Okay guys, let's talk about bolts for a second. So whenever you pull out the bolts from the clutch, you always want to replace them. So we like to rely on ARP, for all our bolt needs. They make just super fantastic products. They're not too expensive. They're basically racing bolts, I want to say, but it means they're super durable. And it's just kind of like the safe way to go. You know, whenever you're in something, you don't want to have a brand new clutch with old bolts, because then what if it fails? Not good. So this is exactly what we're going to do next. Toss these guys, get new ones. Okay guys, well that's pretty much where this video ends. More things to put on order. We're still waiting on synchros. We're still waiting on basically everything from the tranny. I think COVID is kicking our butt a little bit just because ordering parts these days seem to take a freaking long time. I don't know if you guys are having the same issues we are, but it's super duper annoying. So Blueberry's kind of moving along a little slower than I'd like, but at the same time, I'm glad we're also taking our time and really figuring out how to make her the best she can possibly be. So as always, thank you so much for watching R&Dgarage. Thank you to all the new subscribers. Thank you guys for liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing, everything. I hope you like this video, and I hope you have a wonderful week.